I am planning to discuss something we couldn't do in previous videos, that is to talk about the moon. It's very important in Vedic astrology, moon. And the moon, when we discuss, first let us find out what do we know about the moon. What do we know about the moon? Then we'll talk what do we know about the moon astrologically. That's different. What we know from day-to-day life about the moon and astrologically is different. Then we'll talk what are the remedies to strengthen our moon. So when we discuss what do we know about the moon, we know the moon, bright light, moonlight, that all we know. And then we know moon has different phases, from new moon to full moon. Full moon is the brightest moon. And then it goes back to new moon again. So the period that from new moon to full moon, that is the waxing cycle of the moon. And then from the full moon to the new moon, moon becomes smaller. That is the waning cycle of the moon. So during this whole cycle of the moon, from new moon to full moon getting smaller, going to no moon one day. That takes about 29.5 days. It starts with the new moon, then it comes to waxing crescent of the moon, then it comes to first quarter of the moon, then it comes to waxing gibbous of the moon, then the full moon, the bright, nice, beautiful moon. Then from the full moon it goes to the waning cycle, waning gibbous of the moon, then the last quarter of the moon, waning crescent of the moon, then we come to new moon. So that the moon cycles with 8 cycles. Moon has 8 cycles. Now, when we talk about the moon, what else we know? Because of these different cycles in the moon happening in a definite time period, and moon takes about 27.5 days to orbit around the earth. So because of the definite time periods of cycles, moon phases, our ancestors were using moon as a natural clock. When to start cultivations, when to harvest, and even in religious, they organize religious festivals according to the moon cycles. It's very much happening in India, in Hindu culture, and in Sri Lanka in Buddhist ceremonies on full moon days. That is all with the moon cycle. And then we know the moon is for high tide and low tide. That's happening because of the moon. High tide and low tide because of the moon. And then what else? We do hear sometimes that people get a little bit stressful during the moon's full moon, especially those who are mentally disturbed and those who are mentally sick. Some may have experienced that mentally disturbed people, they get a little bit of additional disturbances during the moon. So that's why the word Luna became lunatic. So the moon has some effect for the mental conditions. And another thing we know, what is that? 20th of July 1969, Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. Since then, people exploring how to do more research and land on the moon. That's all about moon, but astrologically it's different. Astrologically, moon is our mind and our mother. Just easy to keep in mind. Moon is our mind and our mother. Moon is so important in Vedic astrology. We look at the position of planets from the moon also in the Vedic astrological readings. But sun is also very important. Now what is sun? Sun is our soul, our body. And sun can give us energy, and sun can emit light, but the moon cannot emit light. What moon does, moon reflects the light of the sun. In the night we get the moonlight. So the sun can emit light, moon can reflect that light. So that is like the sun is our soul and body with feelings, with our five senses, and our feelings will be reflected from the mind, moon. So there's a connection. Sun relates to our body, our soul, which emits light, which gives us feelings, and the moon reflects those feelings. That's the mind. So likewise, moon and sun both very important in Vedic astrology. Now when we talk about mind, mind means our emotions, our sensitivity, and how the mind works. That's all mind related ups and downs, everything from the moon. A lot we can talk about that. And the moon is mother. Mother, grandmother, motherly nature of a person. We have seen sometimes ladies, those who have no children even, but they are very motherly. We feel that they are motherly nature. Definitely they should have a good moon in the horoscope. Mother is representing in the Vedic astrology, it's the moon. It's so beautiful to have a beautiful moon in the horoscope. And moon also a beautiful planet, like the moonlight. And the moon, therefore, in Asian poetic world is compared to a beautiful face of a woman. So beauty is also, moon can radiate appearance, good appearance, depending on the strength of the moon, and especially if the moon is in the first house of the horoscope. Now, then in medical astrology, moon has a lot to say. In astrology, moon is known as a watery planet, related to phlegm and urine, breast milk, and even chest cold, lungs, kidneys, or breast, because of breast milk. So moon in medical astrology, we look into moon's positions, how bad is moon placed in the horoscope when we want to find out how it is connected to phlegm related problems, or lungs, or kidney or urine related problems, or breast related. That is everything from moon. Moon is always very good in Cancer. The owner of Cancer is moon. Moon is the lord of Cancer. Moon is very powerful in the fourth zodiac sign, Cancer. And it is exalted, it is very powerful in the second zodiac sign, Taurus. So the moon is good. We have to be happy if your moon in your horoscope, what you prepared last time, if your moon is in the fourth zodiac sign, Cancer, it's a pretty good moon. If the moon is in second zodiac sign, Taurus, it's a pretty good moon. And when the moon is good, mentally we will be happy. We will be peaceful. They will be good in positive thinking, emotionally happy. And they will not get distracted easily. And they will have no doubts as such. They will take better decisions in life. And they could be family oriented. They could be well connected to mother, or will have a good mother and grandmothers, and will display motherly nature even without having children. So how nice to have a good moon, mentally pretty good, peaceful, positive thinking, emotionally happy, not get distracted easily, no doubts as such in the mind. We take better decisions, and then well connected to mother and grandmother, and can be a great mom. If anybody, any female having a good moon, please think, have to display motherly nature. And I always say, when ladies come for readings, I always tell them when they have a good moon in the horoscope, they should have a granny flat for their mother to spend the latter part of mother's life with the daughter. Such a good connection. Having a beautiful moon in the horoscope is good for the daughter as well as good for the mother. Because if someone is having a good moon, must try their best to display the motherly nature and respect grandmothers. And how about if moon is bad? But these things, please don't worry, because any negativity of a planet can get nullified or strengthened by other planets that connecting with the moon. So especially moon is pretty weak and debilitated or in his fallen position, Neecham position, debilitated, fallen, in Scorpio. It's a very bad place for moon. So when moon is pretty weak in the horoscope, I have seen often, they are mentally no peace for them, mentally disturbed, emotionally disturbed. They lead a bit of a stressful life, lack of confidence. Some they can show some bipolar issues. They can be restless, unstable, or sometimes insane and paranoid. And health issues also probably, especially chest and lung related health issues, urinary tract infections, or kidney related, or breast related. Sometimes they can have problems with women, moon related to a female planet, that's why. And also when I see a very negative moon, debilitated moon in horoscope of a lady, then I always tell them, please do not neglect mammograms, breast screening at least once a year, mammograms, because I have seen in breast cancer patients with a debilitated fallen moon. But please don't think just because your moon is fallen, moon is debilitated, that will create breast cancer. No, it depending on the position of the chart. We are going to learn about that, how we look at the chart in connected with body parts. That's different. So astrology is not something that you should develop fear. Astrology is something that you learn and take precautions. That's all, if the moon is weak. Now, with combination with other planets, sometimes moon can get more power. Sometimes some planets can put negative energy more. So that, of course, the job of astrologer to have a look and evaluate. You need not to go that much in depth. But if the moon is pretty good, be happy. If the moon is weak, just find out how we can do things in a better way. And the moon also develop the passion in different areas. Now supposing if your moon is in the 4th house, 4th house is the place for property and assets. So if there's a very good moon, then your passion towards, your love, your passion, your connection towards property and assets, it's very high, very passionate about that. And if the moon is in the 7th house, these are examples, 7th house is relationship and marriage. If the moon is in the 7th house, the passion towards marriage and relationship is very good. Likewise, if the moon is in the 10th house, what is 10th house? 10th house is career, work, day-to-day activities. So very passionate about the day-to-day activities. So if we see these things, this will encourage you to be happy and to do well. I have seen sometimes women, ladies, they have children, but the moon is totally debilitated, fallen in Scorpio. But they have children, sometimes 3 children. Now, that is of course something to discuss. They have been gifted to become mothers, but they have no time to display their motherly nature. So this is pretty bad. Due to some reason or other, they get carried away. That connection between mother and the children, not gifted, this is the karmic issue. Even then, they have been gifted with children. So when I see people like that, having children and having a very negative moon, then I always tell them, please have more time for your children. It is very important. Devote more time for them. Be with them. That advice helped them a lot. And what are the remedies for moon? That I can cover here in this video. The easiest remedy, the best remedy is meditation, because moon is the mind. So meditation, regular meditation, relaxation therapies, calmness, relax, meditate, that will help to strengthen the moon. Because everything because of the mind. If the mind is under control, we can do a lot. No wonder. And the second thing, respect your mother, respect your grandmother, respect your motherly nature. For all the ladies I am asking. And respect mother is very important. Sometimes we don't find time to respect mother or to make our mom happy. But always try to be with the mom as much as possible. Help mom, no matter what mother has done. Forget about the past. Sometimes people keep anger with them and they don't look after mother. No, you need to respect mom. That is how you get the moon's energy. When the moon's energy is this, mentally you will be happy. And respect your grandmothers. I have seen those who have a very good moon, they are very closely connected to the grandmothers also. And respect all elderly women, because all elderly women, majority of them, they are mothers. So respect elderly women. And then maintain your motherly nature. That is very important. And then the charity. We can give charity, we can give white clothes to poor and the needy. Because moon likes white color. White is a color for moon. White is purity, that's why. White, so even in Sri Lanka, on the full moon day, people wear white and go to the temple. White represents purity, beautiful. And then in India, they give milk to people. Moon has a lot to do with milk to people. Even sometimes I would say that if anybody wants to go for dairy production or milk industry, dairy farming or milk industry or something like that, if they have a very bad moon in the horoscope, I always say better not to go into such industries, because moon relates to milk. If the moon is pretty bad in the horoscope, any connection with the milk industry may not help. So charity, that's always good. Then we come to gems. Now you know always I am not a person to promote gems, though I am a gemologist. Gems can help, but before that, why don't you do meditation and do some charity? Why don't you respect your mother? Why don't you display your motherly nature? Why don't you try to be a good mother? I am asking for ladies. Then we can go for gems. They're a bit expensive, but the best is to have pearls. Nice, milky pearl. Pearls are very good. Pearls are expensive, pearls good to strengthen the moon energy. And then we have another good thing. Many of you know about that, moonstone. Moonstones are pretty good to strengthen the moon. The very best moonstone, they are opaque. It's a milky color, not transparent, but it has a blue sheen. When you twist the cabochon, the moonstone, cabochon is the cut, oval shape, and when you twist it a little bit, you will see nice blue sheen, nice blue cloud-like moving with the stone. So that is the best moonstone. And these best moonstones, happy to tell you, it's coming from Sri Lanka, from southern Sri Lanka, from Meteogoda. Meteogoda is a well-known place for very best quality moonstone. It's not that expensive, but the moonstones, they better mount with silver, not with gold. And so those are the remedies. So now what did we learn today? The importance of the moon. Other than what we know generally about the moon, astrologically, moon is your mind and your mother. So the best way to respect mother and control the mind through meditation, relaxation therapies. So if the moon is good in your horoscope, be happy. Be good with the mother, be a good mother, and be happy if moon is good. If the moon is weak, little bit of disturbances are there. That also, then you will learn how to correct yourself, how to be calm and relax. So this is for moon today, and thank you very much, and I'll come back again with some other topic in 10 days time. Bye-bye. Theja.